Yep.
All right, so this is the second attempt at a live stream that we tried to do. So we're going to go ahead and give it another shot. Hopefully you guys can hear me this time. So I'm going to start over. Welcome to episode 12 of The Plug, and today I got a very special guest with me. He is an underground legend in the horrorcore scene, and I am very excited to have him with me. He is one of my road dogs. We have done many things together, and this dude is just an absolutely humble gentleman, let me say. So with that being said, after this episode, I will be starting a Patreon for this podcast that I do. And all of your guys' support would mean very much to me, because I don't just do interviews like this with people on the internet. I also travel and I do interviews with artists. So all the traveling, the hotels, all that stuff costs money. And I come out of pocket for all of that stuff. So all of your support would mean everything to me. If you go to the Patreon after this episode, go ahead and follow all the behind the scenes stuff that we're going to be doing, and just go ahead and support us so we can keep doing this stuff. So without further ado, today's guest is underground legend, fucking gore hop, fucking monster, Scum. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him on here. You can hear me perfectly fine, right?
I can hear you.
All right, cool.
You know what I'm saying? I can't read lips and shit. I'm blind as a fucking bat, but I can hear you. Hopefully they can. Somebody said that we need a YouTube link. I don't know if it goes on YouTube later or...
Yeah, it's going to go on YouTube later. For some reason, the YouTube is not linking with my live stream right now, but it is recording. So once this is over, I will put it up on YouTube. So for everybody watching on Twitch, I appreciate all of y'all letting us know what's going on and everything. And yeah, we'll make sure that we get it up on YouTube for you guys.
Shit.
So how are you doing, man?
Fucking insanity, getting ready for this tour, getting ready for the Carney Snuff show in Albuquerque. Fucking trying to knock out 15 different recording projects in the next week. And then shit, the road calls again.
Shit, you're always on the road, dude, which actually involves my first question, because you're always posting pictures of the evidence, man. Everybody knows that you're the glizzy god, that you fucking love hot dogs while you're out on the road, dude.
I love quality glizzies and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that fucking 2 a.m, crusty fucking, burnt, overcooked glizzy that you get fucking after the show. That shit is not the business. But a proper fresh glizzy with some cheese and some fucking chopped white onions, a little bit of relish, ketchup and mustard, maybe a dribble or two of chili, depending on how your stomach is doing that day. That shit is the business.
So,
Add
like, out of all the hot dog brands that exist, like Nathan's, Oscar Mayer's, all that stuff, out of all those, which one is your favorite?
I'm a complete pleb and shit. I like that fucking ground up fucking unknown creature, when they say may contain fucking chicken, turkey, beef, pork. I'm good with all of that. I don't have any fucking religious dietary restrictions and shit. Fucking, Nathan's is really not my fucking thing and shit. That all beef shit, I'm like, dude, we all know that.
I like the Franks too.
You know what I'm saying? I like that processed fucking mystery meat and shit,
Yeah.
I grew up fucking on fried bologna and fucking spam and glizzies and shit. And like, so anytime you try to get too fancy with it, it's just not my thing.
I feel that. So fucking, you kind of answered my next question that I had. I said, what do you slap on that bitch? You like started with that. You were like, oh, well, I'll throw this on this on it.
I mean, there's all sorts of things you can, honestly, I'm trying to remember where the fuck we were. Lubbock, Texas, there's this family joint that did these amazing fucking glizzies. Like, these glizzies were fucking heaven sent and shit. And the motherfuckers had like 2 different kinds of cheese. Usually, the key to my heart is like, I want some nacho cheese, but I also want some sliced American, maybe some pepper jack. Onions, but the onions, it has to be like white onions, can be red onions and shit. Some fucking pickle relish. Sometimes a little bit of tomato is cool, but that's optional. Fucking.
I've never heard of that on a hot dog.
Sometimes it's good and shit. It's more like Chicago style hot dogs have tomatoes, but they lack cheese. It has to have cheese. Chili is optional. Has to have white onions. Has to have ketchup and mustard. bacon fucking always puts it over the top, and absolute fucking personal favorite. I have to put, I don't have to, but I love me some fucking, ground up Parmesan on top. That shit
Mm.
fucking gives it that extra fucking kick.
You ever been to Coney Island in Detroit?
Mhm. Been through a variety of them and shit, like that whole fucking national versus American fucking beef that they be over there trying to stab each other over and shit. As far as I remember, I don't remember which one to tell you the truth, but I know one has better hot dogs, one has better chili.
So in New York, they don't use chili. They have this thing called like a meat sauce, and it's almost like Italian and shit. It's hard to describe, but they call it meat sauce, and it tastes way better than chili. Because like out here in Ohio, they don't even use chili. They use like a sloppy Joe mix, and they put it on top. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
There's different variants and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm down to try it all, but I mean, when motherfuckers are like, oh, this is the best hot dog, I'm like, man, the best hot dog have not yet been served. It's in the making somewhere, someplace, and I'm going to try it one day.
So my next question for you is, how many years has it been in the game? I know it's been quite some time, dude.
Let's see. I started doing music in '95. I started doing horrorcore in '99. We started LSP in 2000. So, music in general, fucking over 30 years. Those gore hop shit, fucking 26, 27 years. Counting the horrible error and shit when we're recording on a 4-track and fucking sounding like we were. But, gotta start somewhere.
Hell yeah, man. That's fucking awesome. So I did a little research and shit on you, man, and not sure if this is true, so that's why I'm asking. But I found that Smalls 1 had a huge role in the beginning of Scum. Is that true?
In the beginning of Scum, technically not, because I've met Smalls when I was already doing out-of-state shows.
Okay.
Smalls influenced, you know what I'm saying? Like, Smalls 1 and Insane Poetry both inspired me to be a better artist. Poetry fucking being, like, extremely lyrical and fucking crazy with his bars and shit, and Smalls with her flows, because fucking she switches up and does every possible kind of flow. I can't sing, but it inspired me to write more complex and more intricate, to where I feel my early shit was more of shock value. I used to say, like, the most outlandish shit that fucking will make people throw up in their own mouths and shit if they fucking don't have a false sense of humor. But I feel that they both have influenced me to write better. But as far as like the origins of LSP, it was just Seville and I and shit. Like, the first group that we started working with was Developmental, which was the origins of Death Foretold. It was a 3-piece version of Death Foretold, basically. The first out-of-state group we signed would be Dark Half. Seville signed them. They were a 3-piece at that time. But Smalls and Poetry are both veterans of the label. Obviously, they both have like 20 years with us. So they're LSPOGs. Just as far as like the origins, it was just me and my brother. Fucking, I couldn't rap worth the shit. Fucking, he didn't know how to fucking run a label, and we're just figuring it out.
No shit. That's awesome. So you hail from Russia. What age did you come to America?
I was 14.
And what year was that?
Back in 1970. No, it was fucking. It was 94.
94. Damn, that's crazy. So you've been here for a grip, dude.
I have and shit.
When you came over here, was it like a huge cultural shock for you and like trying to make adjustments and stuff?
It was. I didn't speak any English, so fucking that was a big shock. And you know what I'm saying, everybody I knew was overseas, so I was here. I didn't speak no language and shit. Fucking, I didn't have a lot of things, so they were poor and fucking. I was like, man, this place sucks. I want to go home. But then in January of '95, I went to my first American concert. I went and seen Slayer and fucking all these,
fuck yeah, dude.
you know what I'm saying, upside down crosses and fucking, giant pentagram fucking inside of the eagle on fire. And I was like, okay, I like it here. Came fucking back and shit fucking, because to me, like, I listened to a lot of metal when I was a kid, but barely anybody came over there. I think we had like Iron Maiden and Pantera and Metallica. That was like the only 3 metal shows that even came to where I lived at that time. It was very, it wasn't frequently toured. I mean, Russia between 91 and like 99 was pretty much fucking like, kind of a chaotic environment. Soviet Union fell apart. Russia was still trying to find its way. There was a lot of crime, a lot of murder. So pretty much a lot of these bands, we bought bootleg tapes and shit, and we fucking knew all the songs, but I never, seen Slayer before, so I wiggled my fucking skinny ass to the front and shit, and fucking I was like, these are fucking rock gods, and the whole time and shit, motherfuckers are crowd surfing. I'm catching boots to the back of my head. I'm watching the fucking, the entertainment unfold. Now I want to do that for a living, and so I dabbled with trying to make it in the world of metal, but not really regular metal. Like it was a weird evolution and shit. Like I loved, classic thrash metal, classic hardcore, Slayer, Biohazard, all of that. But somehow I got heavily involved in the grindcore and crust and death metal, but more like the grind noise fucking scene. Anal cunt, dismembered fetus, festering puke, all of that. And I remember fucking that's the scene that I got connected with, and that was my early recordings. I mean, when motherfuckers would get together for a weekend to record a demo, and it'd be like 34 tracks, 18 minutes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of the most fucking offensive fucking 30-second songs you could fucking imagine. And we did 3 albums dabbling with that, and then I think it was 98 when I felt that I spoke English enough to try to write some fucking raps and shit, because by that time, I discovered the Eshams and the Brother Lynch Huns and fucking Odysseys, ICPs, Twisteds, all of that, and fucking I was like, okay, so rap can be, because I always liked the sound of rap, but I didn't like the content, you know what I'm saying? I wanted murder and fucking bloodshed and Satan and all of that shit, and then I realized that there is such a thing in rap, and I was like, okay, this is dope, but I want to make it even more brutal, like, you know what I'm saying? How kind of fucking there was metal, and then there was like that fucking extreme grindcore, fucking underground death metal shit. I was like, there has to be a you know what I'm saying? There's like rap underground, and then there has to be an underground to the underground, and I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, I feel that. That's dope, man. That's fucking awesome, bro. That's fucking hell of a fucking journey, dude. Like coming from all that shit to what you have now, dude. That's fucking amazing. Like you actually have like a legit story. That's fucking super dope.
It's been an interesting journey, and I'll give everybody a fucking fun fact and shit. We did the same thing every fucking rapper in that realm did at the time. We thought we fucking invented the wheel, and we sent out our shitty little demo to every fucking label that even touched horrorcore with the 10-foot pole, and nobody would sign us, nobody would respond to us, because back then you didn't email that shit. Like you went and fucking made a package with a cassette and the flyers and all of that, and you send it off, and you check your mailbox, and you're like, somebody is going to hit me back and be like, this is the best shit I've heard, you know what I'm saying? We want to sign you. Now, after a while, you're like, they're not going to write back, are they? You know what I'm saying? Like, and realistically, for shits and giggles, sometimes I come across a song that I've done like 30 years ago or 28 years ago, and I'm like, oh God, I wouldn't have fucking signed me either or responded. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
dude.
This
I
was
have that
bad.
very same feelings with myself all the time. So my next question for you is, what is the first job that you ever had?
Taco Bell.
Like for real?
Yeah, for real, for real. I was like, I was 15 and shit. I was working at this Taco Bell, and I was selling swag out of the fucking bathroom. And Taco Bell actually taught me fucking something that I've seen now in music venues. We had an 8-track playlist for fucking get the fuck out type of customers. So when the fucking high school kids would come in and fucking, you know what I'm saying, just sit there and fuck around for hours and shit all high, we'd put on this fucking cheesy ass mix and shit that was the most fucking lame songs you could fucking ever hear. And that was supposed to get the people the fuck out, which I see concert halls do. We'll do a show, and if they feel that the people are taking their sweet ass time getting out, they'll put on some fucking mainstream fucking pop or something at full volume, and you're like, yeah, that's my get the fuck out music. But yeah, no, I worked at Taco Bell. I got fired for selling weed out of the bathroom and shit. I was told that fucking, you know what I'm saying, it's a family restaurant and I'm selling drugs. Well, first off, it's a fucking Taco Bell. There ain't no fucking restaurant in that shit. And weed is not a drug. So it was a difference of opinions, but it was my first job ever.
Feel that. Another one to get people out though, as I was saying, is turning the temperature down too. That usually gets people to leave as well.
It does, but then it freezes you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit is lame. I mean, I've done a lot of dumb shit at that job. And you know what's funny? Motherfuckers are like, once you work there and you see that it's not real meat and all this shit comes out of bags, you'll never want to eat it again. I'm like, I love me some Taco Bell. Fucking drunk after a show. Man, fucking give me some chili cheese burritos and shit. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Fucking some Dorito Loco tacos and shit. And I'm fucking happy.
You know,
So,
out of all the things in this world that give us cancer and all the bad things that are going on in the world nowadays, I don't think anybody should be able to fucking judge you for eating some processed meat, dude.
you know, that goes back to your first question when motherfuckers are like, do you know what they make these glizzies out of? I'm like, I absolutely do. I've even watched videos of how they do it, and I don't care. It tastes good. You know?
That's funny, dude. So, over the years of becoming a successful independent artist, how did you turn LSP into an empire? And what moment in your career did you want to start focusing on putting other artists out?
It was, I guess, like I started taking it serious and shit when Seville passed away because I feel that until then, which was '07, right around the same time as Dinner Serve dropped, we had other artists, but it was all his job. Like, you know, he was supposed to sign the artists, fucking fund everything and shit, do the fucking order the merchandise, do the taxes, fucking handle bookings, fucking get us hotels, all of that shit. So it was kind of, I was just having fun with it. I'm like, oh hell yeah, you know, fucking, I get to rap and fucking party, and my brother takes care of everything else. And when he passed away, I kind of was at the crossroads of whether I tell everybody sorry and shit, like, hey, you know, he signed y'all. I never really wanted to run a label and just really focus on being a solo artist, or kind of pick up where he left and try to learn all that shit. And that's the route I felt was the right way to go, you know, to keep his legacy alive and shit. And so from '07 on, I really put in a lot of, once I started putting in my own money and my own time heavily into this, you know, then I started taking it more serious as a job and as an investment and shit, because, you know, I was like, oh shit, like when fucking we dabbled with something and fucking we tried it and it didn't work, you know what I'm saying? It costed him a few grand. It really didn't fucking, you know, it didn't hit as close to the fucking heart and shit because he was a hustler who made good money and fucking he was good at it. And, you know, ultimately it would be like, damn, that sucked that that didn't work out. Now, when it was all my own shit and I was still working like two different jobs, I was like, oh shit, if it doesn't work out, I'm like, I just fucked off a month worth of fucking earnings, you know?
Yeah, I feel that, dude. But damn, that's also a crazy story, man. Shit. So
So I
for
feel
the
from, yeah, from 2007 to now, so like 19 years has been my personal responsibility and headache and shit with the help of some amazing people, of course.
That's crazy, man. That's awesome, though. At the same time, like I'm glad that you're doing that for your homie and shit too. So LSP is such a powerhouse with artists such as yourself, Smallest One, Insane Poetry, Bloody Ruckus, Matapelli, and so much more. You guys got fans yelling an acronym as they hold L's up high in the sky. Can you share that sense of joy that you have behind creating that movement?
It's amazing. It's honestly for somebody, I'm like, I never went, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no college degree. I barely graduated high school. I didn't fucking, you know what I'm saying, learn English till I was old enough to buy cigarettes pretty much. And so for me, it is amazing. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's the only thing that I ever was good at, like truly good at, and fucking it just, you know what I'm saying, it's a sense of pride because it's not my personal accomplishment, it's a whole fucking team and shit. I mean, over the years, so many people dedicated so much of their time and effort to building this. So the homies that support us are amazing. I mean, I've been a fuck up throughout my career. I've done a lot of dumb shit. Fucking, you know, when we dropped that fucking song IOUs and shit, I meant every fucking word in it. Like, man, I'm still amazed that after some of the shit that I've pulled over the years, people are like, oh no, I just scum being scum and shit. It's cool. Fucking he's the homie. I'm like, oh, y'all are gonna let me slide with that? Hell yeah. So no, I mean, like, we have an amazing support group. The people that fuck with us, like I wouldn't trade them for anything in the fucking world. Like they're, you know, a lot of them are actual fucking homies of mine. Like it's not. I try to get to know anybody that's repping the L and that's supporting us and shit. Like I always try to fucking find time, have a conversation, be it at a show, fucking even if it's 5 minutes, you know, they're people. They're, I'm saying, they're awesome fucking people. They're not like numbers or likes or something dumb like that and shit. And they've allowed me to live my dream for over half my life and shit. Fucking, there's nothing I can say to take away from what they've done for
That's
all
what.
of our artists.
And you're a great fucking leader too, man. Like a lot of people like will be like, "Oh, I'm a king," but not even know how to like treat their queen or their people around them. Like you're an actual like leader, bro. You know how to treat your people. You've carried your team with you, and your team notices that and puts the same energy in, man. And like you really created something that's super fucking dope, dude.
I appreciate that. No, man, we're all human beings. Well, our scene, especially like the lane that I'm in, there's something wrong with each and every one of us and shit. Like normal fucking happy fucking people that live a happy life. They're wealthy, they're healthy, they're fucking say like their lives are great. They don't listen to horrorcore and shit. Fucking like something brings them to this scene, and so it's a huge support circle for all of us and shit. And you know, even though I might be like the face of the label and shit. I'd be fucking up. I'm a human being and shit. They see me fucking behind the venue puking in a dumpster or fucking limping around because my dumbass fucking fell down some stairs and shit. Fucking, but I'll perform in any condition. Just like for me to cancel a show, there literally has to be no physical fucking way for me to get there. Otherwise, I will be there. I'll, what I'm saying, even if it's in a fucking wheelchair. And we just do our best. I mean, and that's all they acknowledge that. I mean, some nights it's going to be better than others, but we do. I'll do anything I can to entertain and uplift our people. I feel like performers in horrorcore, we're like the Robin Williamses of the music and shit. Like a lot of us try to make motherfuckers feel better about their shitty fucking day. Fucking we all have a good time, but on the inside, motherfuckers are broken and shit. Fucking sometimes fucking walking that tightrope over a fucking abyss.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I got one more question for you, man, and then we're gonna, talk about your tour that's coming up to wrap it up a little bit. But this question that I got is a little bit of like a heavy hitter. I know a lot of people have been thinking this, and it's been on their minds and shit, and that's why I saved it for the last question. So, what is
Okay.
the legacy of Lyrical Snuff? What's the plan for the company when you retire, and what's some goals that you have before that happens?
It's a hard one because I mean ultimately I gotta find somebody to fucking pawn this fucking crown of thorns on and shit. I want the label to continue. I feel that as long as I retire without actually being put in a wooden box, I'll still be able to run this label. I have full intentions of being involved with this label while I'm alive, even if it doesn't involve necessarily performing and touring myself. I'll be
Right.
completely fine managing the next generation and shit and fucking I want, this movement saved a lot of fucking lives and shit, and got
Yeah.
a lot of people through some really fucked up times. So I don't want it to stop just because I can't do it no more. That'd be selfish as fuck. LSB I have 30 releases. LSB has 150 releases. Roughly. I mean, I have like 31, and the label has 156, I think. But the point is, LSP is so much more than the shit that I do personally. That if I'm alive, I'll continue keeping it going, even if I'm not personally making music for some reason, um, or performing as much as I do. Now, if I die, I don't know. I really don't know and shit. Like, I'm really hoping that at that point, the collective steps up and keeps it going because I really want this shit to outlive me. But sometimes we just don't have the time to make a proper game plan of like, okay, well, who's gonna fucking start working 90 hours a week in my place and shit. Like, I don't know yet. Well, I guess time will tell.
Right. Right. Well, I know everybody's been dying to fucking hear that one, so it's awesome to get some clarification on that shit, man. So you're going on tour next month, man, with your group is Triple MFD and Danny Diablo. So you guys are even hitting my hometown, Albany, which is fucking awesome. Um, where are some other spots that you guys are hitting?
It's a full coast to coast and shit. Like we start in the Midwest, we go fucking East Coast. We got a couple of New York dates and Jersey date and shit. Then we cut briefly through the South. We got Tennessee and Indiana, and all of that. A little bit of Southwest. We got some Texas and New Mexico. Oklahoma. Then of course, we got to hit a hometown and shit. Fucking got to hit Denver, and then we're ending in California, so we're gonna cut from there. And do Arizona, Nevada, and then in Cali with a couple of shows out there. So it's a full circle around the country. Like other than um, southeast and northwest, we're pretty much touching a little bit of everything.
Hell yeah, man, that's fucking awesome. Is there
21 shows in 25 days.
Hell yeah. Is there anything you want to say before we wrap this up, man?
Well, I want to shout out. We just dropped that new SOS album and shit with Smalls One. We worked on that motherfucker for over 2 years. We did the official album release in Denver. Now we're doing another official album release next Friday on the 27th in Albuquerque, which is her homeland. And that's going to be a fucking crazy show and shit. Carney Snuff show. Homie Remy LeBou is bringing us out there and shit. He's bringing insane poetry also. It's going to be a fucking some insanity and shit. We shot half of a music video at the Denver show. We're going to shoot the other half in the 505 and shit, and then blend those two. And then pretty much 4 days later, the tour kicks off. So I turn off the turn off the SOS mode and switch into the triple MFD mode. But that's kind of been the insanity, which I enjoy. Like this year, I've done headlining solo shows where it's all solo material. I've done triple MFD shows. I've done SOS shows, and all of them are different. It keeps the shit, from ever getting boring. It's completely different sets. As soon as the tour is over, I'm going to go back to doing some Scum performances, and we're going to start doing more SOS weekenders. But for those of you listening, please check out the new album if you haven't yet. Unloved by God, Unwanted by Satan. It's a fucking dope record. At least we think so and shit. We've put a lot of fucking work into it. I have 2.5 solo albums completed right now that are due to be released when I find the fucking right window of time. I mean, I have like damn near 30 songs down for one. I have another one completely finished. And I'm about halfway through this other project that I'm not going to speak on yet, but it's about halfway done as well. It's going to be a busy year. Just if motherfuckers follow us on socials, we're constantly announcing new shows, new tours, new festivals and shit, fucking singles, videos. It's going to be a busy one. 2026 is going to be a busy fucking year, and I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Hell yeah. And don't forget, go check out that new merch at gorehopshop.com. The new SOS jerseys, hoodies, all that shit is fucking fire, man. Make sure y'all go cop that shit today or whenever you get your paycheck. Go support the homie Scum, LSP. Make sure that you support the underground, because without you guys, this shit does not work.
Nah, underground is 100%. We need them, they need us. We're all part of the same fucking thing and shit. And as long as motherfuckers, keep this shit alive and just do their part, this shit will never go away. When I got into this music, they said horrorcore was dying. Here we are, fucking 26 years later, and they're still saying horrorcore is dying. And I think we're okay.
That gives me hope. That gives me hope.
Man, they've been talking about it dying. They'll be talking about it dying long after you and I are dead, actually.
Sweet. All right, well, I'm here for it. So
yes,
anyway, today, our special guest, Scum. This interview was fucking awesome, man. Thank you for coming on the show with me and doing this.
I appreciate you having me on the plug. I'm saying? You guys listening, thank you for listening. Thank you for spending, half an hour with us. Follow the homie Skeezos. Check out more upcoming plug interviews. I know my brother Insane Poetry is going to be up in a couple of days. So tune in, listen to that one, and whoever he brings on and shit, and catch us all on the road. We'll be doing this.
And I'll work out all the kinks, because today it was supposed to be live streamed on Twitch, and YouTube, but for some reason the YouTube isn't working. So again, I'm going to be uploading this interview after we are done here. So I do apologize for the technical difficulties that we had during this episode. But thank you again, Scum, for coming on today, man. It was a really dope interview, and I really was excited to actually have you on this because you're a fucking legend, dude. So thank you,
I
man.
appreciate you having me, brother. I appreciate you including me in this and shit. You guys keep listening, and we're gonna keep doing what we do. Much love and respect.
L's up, bro. I appreciate it. All right, so that was Scum, the fucking underground horrorcore legend. He is like the creator of Gore Hop, is what they call it. So make sure you go to the gorehopshop.com. Make sure you support him and buy some merch. Make sure you go stream his music on all streaming platforms. And yeah, that was our episode today. So after this episode, I will be starting a Patreon. Again, all of this stuff costs a lot of money. I'm going to be traveling to interview with people, all of the technology I'm going to need for all my plans that I have and stuff like that. So if you really support what I'm doing, please go follow this Patreon after I'm done. Make sure that you subscribe and you get all that exclusive content. We're going to have exclusive merch that's available for it. So I really want to make this dope for you guys as much as you're going to make it dope for me. So all your support means everything to me. And until next time, this has been episode 12 of The Plug, and we just had Scum on this bitch. Let's go!